It is day 2. The sun is very much up. We had a bit of a sleep in because I didn't get home. We live an hour from where we are, basically. We didn't leave here till midnight, so... I mean, it's still morning. We've cut out where the outboard well is. We want to be 150. Probably could have adjusted the steps to suit, but... we didn't. So we're 150 mil from the top of where the outboard will sit down, and that's going to be our basically where our well starts. This will all get reinforced with, I don't know, I got some C-section somewhere, but we'll get that tied in, which will give us our final position for infills here, down, and then we'll brace the transom forward, up, wherever that is, around the well, and then we're gonna have a seat 500, so they'll brace 2 big thingos, weld it. Turns out still not a hard job. Getting out of bed was hard, but not a hard job. I got a bit of a burn on my hand, and you got a bit of a burn on your arm. You didn't do any of the welding. Weird. Tough shit. So we've stitched in a bit of a transom, which we finished off. I should show you that. I sort of skipped a little bit. But we put in these braces. There's more, obviously a lot more to go in, but they sort of support the top, the step. It's on the floor, it's stitched on the other side, or tacked on the other side. I'll go around. It's fine. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, you can cut it down. So they're tacked and stitched all in there. So that's now locked, and it is proper solid now. So it's still got full ribbing to go inside, but it's coming together quite quickly. It's 12 o'clock now. 12 o'clock, day 2. Didn't get here till 9? 8:30. 9, so another 3 hours. Which brings us to 14 and a half, 15 hours. We're just looking at, this is just going to be where the top clamp is. 2 bits of this, probably one on top of each other, cut and capped, and then we'll do something similar on the inside. It'll get full reinforced, probably a bit of this running a meter up, and then we'll have some plates in there, and then diagonal down. Same on the edge, just bulk it up because it's going to want to whoop, 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 whoop all the time. But yeah, we'll probably do a bit of that. I think strength wise it's enough for transport now, so I'll just, yeah, and then build a trailer this week because we got nowhere to move this because it's bloody huge, and well, day job is not barges, so keep the boss man happy. So we've just changed the wire. We've gone through a 2 kilo that came with the MiG. So I've done, welded the hole, not the joints at the front, they aren't done, but the hole inside down the bottom's done. Inside around here, inside there, inside there. I'm about to do here where we ran out. Actually ran out coming down. We've done across the back, down, across here, inside there, which we'll do something in there, give it a clean up, but 2 kilos. And what time are we now? 1 o'clock? So 4 hours on top of what did we do yesterday? 12, 16 hours. Fuck, if you were really set up, you'd get one of these knocked out in like 2 days.
Oh, 1 day.
You get two people,
like,
all the bits.
Like a TIG, I had a MiG.
Yeah.
And if you were TIGging the outside, well, I was MiGing the inside.
Yeah, just... I always knew it wasn't a hard job.
And also,
Come at me, boat builders, your job's weak as piss. Doesn't look like too much has happened. And I can't remember what I did last, but we've got in some bits of C-section. They're stitched up the inside too, as far as I could get. You're going to have to put 2 drain holes in there, which is easy enough, and crush tubes when the outboard goes on. We just plated that. They were, I think, 8mm 6mm sheet or whatever on the back of it. I don't know. C-section's funny. You get it. Yeah, the whole inside's fully welded, including all these joints. I think that's honestly where we're going to leave it to get it onto a transport or onto a trailer. We'll move it to Ben's house because we should be able to do the rest up there, or be able to build a trailer and bring it back here if I really have to. Alright, I have the extension tines on. We're actually above skates, so definitely not on them. We are 520 with the steel extensions. We're out past the tip too. I don't know how that works off the scale. There you go, 100 kilos of extension tines. So the boat is 420 so far. I don't think that's too bad. Alright, we're gonna skip forward a week, and I've made a start. Got some gunnel getting going on. So it's tacked at the top. There's a little stitch there I had to clamp and weld under. So I just gave that a blast, and then I could clamp it. Gives it a bit of strength. Otherwise it just whoop. I'll do something. Maybe put the light. Who knows? Put my red and greens up the front. Maybe. Haven't figured that out yet. That's just where it wanted to sit, so I went good enough. I'll do a scallop in here so I can bend this nice and smooth so you don't smash yourself here. Although there is going to be a seat or storage or something there, so we'll figure that out. I got to get the water out of here because it fucking rained, so I'm going to put a heater there and let it heat up overnight to make sure that all the water's out of where I need to weld, and then go from there. But it's going to be another weekend that's quite long by the looks of it. Probably not as much. I got tube to do rope rails and angle and some stuff for the floor, and that'll come later. I got to pick up some stuff tomorrow. Actually, I got to remember that on the way in. Pick up the flat bar. Got some 50x10 I want to run dead center up the keel on the inside, from the transom right to the front, and then everything can brace onto that, including the sides. It'll all lock in, hopefully. That's the plan. I'm going to clean this out. So I'm going to finish this and finish this, and then clean, and then weld this side, because I only got the other side welded. So I'm going to do some stuff and we'll come back. We are welded mostly. I'm going to give it a grind so it's all smooth, take the weld off and look nice. Got the caps, they're all done, both sides. I've left sort of the foot on the inside so I can make, you know, some sort of curve there and whatnot. The fronts, I'm going to somehow, I haven't figured this out, I'm just sort of, you know, winging it. I'm going to put my red and greens at the front. I haven't figured out how, but, you know, that's tomorrow's problem. But come up alright, just going to smooth it all out. There's a few spots where, you know, there's a little hole, but this isn't welded either yet. I'm just going to TIG it and then grind it smooth. So it's getting there. I've got to do some more underneath. It's only stitched so far. This, I'm going to grind a bit. Go in, give that a little bit more strength across there, just to pretty it up too, sort of completes it. And then the inside rail will come around and, you know, also pretty. That'll probably get welded and ground, and then I'm going to do this, and that's all I'm doing for the night, because I'm over it. Might cut some bigger drain holes and do the bungs this weekend. But we've got the fans going because it's getting a bit fumey. I do have a mask, not a proper-y, but a good enough for now type mask. And I haven't been doing any time lapses because I'm truly being lazy, because I'm a fabricator, not a video guy, so it's a bit hard to do both. But damn, that is a good looking barge. We are gonna end this video because I don't know how long it's gonna be, and this is as far as I'm getting. This is weekend number 2. It's Saturday, but I'm not doing any more. So what we did some welding. Got a slight bow on it, but the floor will pull that out when I put it in. I've tapered these down, welded them up, put some caps on front and back. I've run the TIG across a couple of the joints with that one and the one down the back. Got a little bit of distortion. This is only, it popped a couple of tacks. I'll push that out and re-weld it. It'll be alright. A little bit of a twist through here, but where I've got those plates on the inside down here, it's held this nice and straight. Once I get, you know, some cross runners on the inside and push it all down and weld it, that'll be alright. I'm thinking about calling it quits today, not coming down tomorrow, so I'm going to put this outside again. But that's alright. It's a lot of welding. A lot of welding. There's a couple of little spots where, you know, I'll give it a grind and a clean up, make it pretty. I started, I'm just out of enthusiasm. I still got all this next week, or the week after, because we got a weekend job next week for work.